in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fights through one man. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Second down and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll drop to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second and 4.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore.
78 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 56, Mike 56. That's right, baby.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook,
Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw again.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Dolphins! Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver. To run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that
play. They'll drop to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On second down and 4, Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Second and 12.
Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14.
field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D. 56 to Mike, boy, 56, check.
He'll look to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Sanders' kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Squeeze, double up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Back to 60. Back to 60. Let's stay 19. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Back to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing under...
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
8 yards to go on second down.
56, Mike, 56. I got it. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Hey, pick your game.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll drop to throw.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That one caught out wide by Julio.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Play action. It's Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Henry, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Rohrwasser now for the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed. end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there for the Dolphins. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out
and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They go play action now. Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now is Wilson. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.